Okay, there we go. Good. There we go. March 21st. Dude, March is almost over. Damn. Nabucco. Hey Susie. Hey Weimeister. Hang on, one more thingy. It's windy today. Yeah, it's actually quite windy on the water, I have to say. Because it's nice, the temperature is nice, but it's very windy. 18? Yeah, it's very warm. It's really nice, the weather. Hey Beef, hey Ray, hey Monkey, hello everyone. Good afternoon. Yeah, it's just afternoon. And it's definitely low tide, as you indeed can see. Let me set up my second modem. Toggle here, scan. Yo, Beef, thank you for the prime. Welcome to the Deck Cadets Club. Is it a club? No, welcome on board as a Deck Cadet. Yeah, that should be the thing that we say. All right, we're on 2 modems, so that's also good. So, we're back at Walsorden, the spot we were at last Sunday as well. I thought the weather's nice, we might as well go to that really good looking spot. So we're here again. Today we're not up on the dike. So on Sunday, for those of you who were here on Sunday, we were standing in the distance over there on top of that hill. Today we're down by the water. We're on the little pier. Bruce, holy moly. My very first YouTube member. Bruce, thank you for becoming a Deck Cadet on YouTube. I didn't even have time to say it, but indeed, we've passed, hang on, we're not level, nah, we're level. We've passed 5 on the YouTubes. And I think it's a bit cheaper on YouTube. I think it's like €3 for the membership. But yeah, congrats Bruce, you're the very first one. Oh, look at that badge. It is the same badges as Twitch, but I think that's fair. In terms of ships for today, it's a big question mark. Starting from 1 to 3, a lot of ships are scheduled to leave the port of Antwerp, but one of the pilot unions is on a strike today. They're not really not working, but they are using the max rest times that they're allowed to do, which is causing delays and stuff. So it's I don't know how busy it will be, how not busy it will be. It's we'll have to see. Moin Schneider, moin Fraskeballer, SLD, goedemiddag, hello. SLD, I think I saw you in another YouTube stream. I think, was it in AMS Live that I saw you? I think it was at AMS Live. Plane spotting. Smelly YouTube. I like the YouTube. The YouTube people are awesome. I like both YouTube and Twitch. How about that? I don't really like Twitch, but I like the people on Twitch. A little ship coming towards us. AMS Live, it's possible. That's probably where I saw you, yeah. Manchester Airport is busy. I wonder why. I can imagine. For those of you who follow aviation news, apparently there was a fire at London Heathrow and it's closed for the entire day. So that's about 1,300 something flights that will be cancelled. So that's a lot of chaos, I think, for a lot of people. Oh, look at this lowrider coming in as well, next to it. You can already see the heat dissipation from the weather. It's such unusual weather for this time of year, actually. It's supposed to go up to 21 degrees, although I think because we're by the water, it will be a little bit chillier than 21, but it's super nice to be outside right now. It's really good. You have a friend who works for the National Grid. Apparently he's working there. He's gonna have a busy day probably. Hey Katie, good afternoon. We also have just a little overview. We have probably the Scheldt River. I have to check on radar. That's dredging over there. Oh, there's also a little speedboat coming. Look at that. Looks like a pilot, like one of the ships that brings pilots around on the river. So yeah, hopefully traffic should pick up at let's say from 2, but it will all depend on the little strike the union is having, so we'll see. Indeed, SLD, Bruce is the very first YouTube member. So yeah, a lot happened this week. First of all, on Monday or Tuesday, I got the news that I got accepted as a YouTube partner. So we have memberships and super chats now on YouTube, which is amazing. But I'll probably talk about it a few times today. The big news. For those of you who are not in the Discord, most of you are, I think, but for those of you who are not in the Discord, remember last Friday we got shooed away by the cops from our regular spotting spot because yeah, the access road to that spot was work traffic only, right? So I sent an email to the company that's working on the new sluices, because the road was work traffic only because of the build of the new sluice, which was finished last year. So I sent them an email, I was like, yo, it's finished last year, how come the signs are still there? Is there any estimate on when the restriction will be lifted on the road? I love to go spotting there with the car. So I never got a reply this week, but this morning I looked on the project website for the new sluices. Guess what? They've reopened the road. We can legally go to our favorite, our beloved location again. So we're no longer restricted by the law. Which is crazy to think that we got so harassed by the cops. They wrote down my license plate, they asked for my ID, they wrote down my address. All of that because I was there with the car. But hey-oh, we can go there legally again. Which is good because the weather for tomorrow and Sunday is questionable. Could be raining a lot, so I don't know if we'll be able to go out a lot. But being able to go there with the car does give us a lot more options to stream. So hopefully we can stream 2 or 3 days this weekend. I didn't stream the part with the cops. I was live, Frasgeballer, but I muted the stream because yeah, they asked for my personal information, my address, so nothing of the interaction with the cops was streamed. I just didn't want to risk any of that. A little container inland ship coming by. The Waterford. Is there a VOD? Yeah, the VOD from last Friday, Frasgeballer. You'll see that at near the end of the stream, as the biggest container ship in the world is approaching. I just go mute. I never filmed the cops. I just say, oh, the cops are here. And I'm pretty sure that the cops were called on me by a coward security guard of the chemical plant next to that place, who was too scared to come talk to me, ask me what I'm doing, and he was just like, I'm gonna call the cops. I don't trust this bloke with his camera. So that's basically what happened. Imagine being a security guard, but you're too scared to talk to people. Yeah, I muted everything. Progress has indeed been made, Mike. So yeah, it's been a really good week, I have to say. I can't complain, right? We got the YouTube partnership. We got access to our favorite spot, unlimited access again. So I'm happy. Today's been a good week. Hey, where's bro? Been a while since you caught a stream. Well, I haven't been streaming that much, no, because before last weekend I was sick for 3 weeks, so maybe that's why you weren't able to catch too many streams. This is only the second weekend that we're back to streaming. All right, we got the Met Canary. It's not yellow like a canary. Oh, and I uploaded my first picture to Vessel Finder. That's where are we? We're at Westerschelde again, Akandas. So same spot that we were last Sunday. I'm just a bit further out on the pier. Hey Statler, good afternoon. So maybe a little recap for all of you where we are. We are at Westerschelde, so as you can see, we're standing literally by the side of the water, where it is. I think it's going up the water, but it's definitely low. Yesterday on Sunday we were standing all the way up there on the grass. Today I just decided to stand down here to be a little bit more sheltered from the wind, because there's quite a bit of wind actually. Okay, I have everything, yeah, we're all set up now. Okay, cool. And yeah, of course the weather is amazing right now. It's warm enough not to be confined by the car. Exactly, that's why. So today is still good weather. We had good weather for the past few days, but of course I have a day job still to attend 4 days a week, so I couldn't come out for streaming. Next 2 days, questionable. There's rain showers. It's not as warm. Yeah, variable weather. So we'll have to play it by ear. But as I said, I'll probably take the car out, and then with the car, the weather is less of a factor. Unless it's raining, of course, then it's just not feasible. I wonder if okay, testing. Okay, can you still hear me? I kinda put the microphone a little bit in my jacket. If it's too muffled, just tell me. But maybe that helps a little bit with the wind noise. So the Met Canary came from Bilbao in Spain. 119 meters long, 17 meters wide, 3 years old. Yeah, I already saw it, Filemeister. The Roro is coming. I'll show it in a minute. You were just outside, not very far from me. It's great. Really? You're not very far from me. Interesting. No audio issues? Awesome. Okay. I do think these mics are not the best mics, but as long as they're working, I don't think I'll buy better ones. I saw the heavy load carrier on radar as well, yeah. So it is going to be interesting to see what it's carrying. Most likely, I don't know where it came from. If it came from Hull, it will probably be wind turbine blades. So, approaching in the corner right now. We have a big Roro coming, a Grimaldi lines. So she's taking the corner over there. You can also see Hansweert a bit better today because I'm a bit closer. It's like a 10-minute walk from my car from here. So I remember I think somewhere last year or beginning of the year, we had Luke in the chat. Luke, if you're watching, give us away from that tower. Because he works in there apparently. I came from Madagascar, Anchorage. Ooh, that might be an interesting one then, Filemeister. That one might be transporting something from from Asia to Europe, and then Madagascar is a typical in-between stop where they do the crew changes and then everything, if there's crew changes. A little lowrider is coming by now. Zoom in on the name. Ooh, the Escrude. That's rude. What a rude name. I do like this spot. I haven't seen a single person here since I arrived. A really cool spot. Nice color on her. It's probably an owner-operator, I would assume. If you heard me shoot a flare. Oh, from the tower. Ooh, we have a Transfenica coming around the corner as well. It's one of those good-looking ships. One that we ended on Sunday. Hey Pixie, no, I cannot bring the car here, unfortunately. She's struggling. Looks like the current is still flowing out actually, so I guess the water's still dropping. It's interesting because there's two ships that are marked as deep that should be going out at 2. So that might not happen if the water's still going down. Bright white always looks good on ships. It's not wide, right? It's azure blue. Of course, just like it's a bit more hazy than last week. But hey, hang on. What is happening here? Hang on. Oh, that's what's happening. Right, cool. So you can see the port in the distance, the container port. But it's definitely a bit more hazy than Sunday. What's up, Demon Days? Good morning. Moin, Mort. So for those of you who missed it earlier, 2 big announcements. I'll do a quick recap while we spin to the Ro-Ro. First of all, we are monetized on YouTube. We're a YouTube partner now, so we have memberships and super chats. Second thing, our favorite, our regular, our beloved spot is reachable again by cars. I emailed them, they never got back to me, but magically yesterday an article appeared on their website saying, oh, we're lifting the car restrictions for the road. So my email did something, I'm sure. Good morning from Asse. What are you doing there, Demon Days? Going to Brussels? A lot of familiar faces in the YouTube chat. A lot of people are slowly moving to YouTube, Stutler, I've noticed. They're either watching on YouTube or on Kick these days. So this is the Grand Cecilia we're looking at. She came from Vlissingen. That's interesting. Vehicles carrier 178 meters long, 31 meters wide. Built in 2006 and has all the Grimaldi line ships, Italian flag on her. Assen naar Asse. That's a long way to drive. Assen, that's all the way in the north, right? I worked in Drenthe for a year. So that's more than 10 years ago now, but I worked there for a year. So I know the region a little bit there. Hey Chef Dave, good afternoon. Maybe real quick. We also got the Transfenica coming our way. I still think this is a very good looking ship. I love the bow design on it. Looks good. Holy moly. Demon Days, the very first super chat for $2. Thank you, dude, for $2. I hope the overlay thingy works and the super chat and the memberships also show up. I had to set it all up this week. I think it should be fine. My experience with Kick Chat was just abysmal. No, that's 100% true. You don't go to Kick for the chat or for the people there. They work awesome. Cool. And that's also all set up. Happy with that. In other news, I brought Fanta Cassis, which is an amazing flavor for Fanta. I don't know if it's just in the Netherlands, but I can't find it in Belgium. But if you can ever find Fanta Cassis, give it a try. It's very good. Hero Cassis is better? I'll have to try it. Hey Hamburghaven, good to hear the spot is back. Yes, I'm so happy. My email helped. I was very excited when I saw that article. I'm a little bit sad that they didn't get back to me through email, like, we saw it, we forgot about it, it's cleared up now, but... Because it still has sugar in it? Yeah, it has sugar in it, for sure. Is it blackberry? I think it's some kind of berries, yeah. How long was the spot closed? Officially for the last 5 years, since 2020. April 2020 is when the road got restricted, and for good reasons. The first few years there were some heavy roadworks on it, but the last 1.5 to 2 years there was nothing really happening anymore there. So there was no reason to keep the road closed. Officially also in their agreement it said until the new sluice was built and it's finished. The King of Belgium and the Netherlands opened it in October. So, good stuff. But we are still at our other spot today, the new spot, Walsoorden. Just because the weather is nice, and in terms of like getting good shots of ships, this is by far the superior spot. The other spot is just more convenient, especially when the weather is bad. One of the strongest, you mean for like muscles or what? Because he has nothing to say in Belgium, as far as I know. She's looking quite okay. Usually these Grimaldi ships can look a bit rusty. Oh, talking about rusty, because of that, so we got monetized on YouTube and we now have emotes on YouTube, but I also added a few new ones to Twitch. So we have a rust emote now. We have a binocular emote now. I think I added a third one. I'm just thinking what it was. What did I do again? So they're both on Twitch and YouTube now, those emotes. We have a binocular, we have rust for all the rusty ships that we see. Oh, look at that rust, Bruce. What's the third one? I can't even remember. I did it on Monday. Now I need to know. Hang on, let me check my own emotes for a minute. Binoculars. Oh, we got a seagull. Of course, we got Steven. We got Steven Seagull. Talking about Steven Seagull, I got some bad news. When I was walking here along the waterline, I saw a dead Steven Seagull. So that's very unfortunate. Oh, the second YouTube member in history of the channel. Kandas, thank you for becoming a deck cadet. Thank you for the support. Zoom out a bit. Oop, sorry, bumped into the camera. Look at that beautiful badge. And on Twitch we got dude, I'm trying not to butcher your nickname as you just gave me your prime. Pterodroma, thank you for the prime. Pterodroma, there we go. Thank you for the support on Twitch. You wanted the seagull? I like the seagull. Ooh, what a cool badge you have there, the 24, the wings. That looks good. Not sure what it is. Holy moly. I swear to God, YouTube is gonna overtake Twitch for an amount of subscribers or members. Demon Days, thank you for becoming a deck cadet. You can now officially swap the decks. Thank you for the support, buddy. I'm still waiting for your visit to Belgium, Demon Days. We'll go to the Cherry Moon together. Look at that big bridge at the back of the ship for rolling all the cars on and off. It's a French charity event. Oh, okay. Oh, was that the Formula One thingy or like the race car thingy? Last year? I think I saw some French charity event with like race cars. It looked really cool. Is there an easy way to see combined chat as a viewer? I don't really know. I know there's, what was it called? Social Ninja is a thing. What is it? Social Ninja, Social Stream. And you have to install like a plugin in your browser and stuff. It's pretty complicated, but have there been any workers on ships passing by that watch your stream? Not yet that we know of, Eclair. Oh, Eclair, that would be so tasty, an Eclair right now. Alright, let's go to the next one that's coming. We did have somebody who works in the traffic tower, actually that one over there, who was tuning in at some point. We have the Transfenica. This is a very maneuverable, very fast ship, from what I've heard. And another fun thing, oh yeah, I haven't talked about it. So we were on this spot last Sunday, and one of the ships that we saw near the end, the container ship, actually had a pilot on board that I follow on Twitter. So he posted a picture on Twitter from him from the bridge overviewing the ship, and I replied with a picture of the live stream of his ship on the river. Camo Hilohikeba. Let's just call you Camo. Good afternoon from South Africa. Welcome to the Netherlands. So we're looking at, sorry, I was reading chat a bit too much. We're looking at the Timka. Came from an anchor point, but I believe this is a fixed line between, I think it's Helsinki and Antwerp, these Transfenica ships. She's the wind is picking up, 205 meters long, 25 meters wide. And she's sailing under the Dutch flag. Ooh, a Dutch ship. Mort watches on YouTube, and I have the pop-out chat from Twitch besides it. That's also an option. I've considered putting like a mixed chat over the overlay of the stream, but I feel like that would clutter the view too much, so I'm not gonna do that eventually. Wow, I'm smelling the Grimaldi lines. Some good exhaust fumes. Yeah, they want to see the combined chatter SLD. Since I'm on 2 platforms, they want to see all the chatters because I'm responding to both of them, right? I mean, you can just you can't install Stream Buddy because the YouTube thing is premium. Chat Buddy. Maybe. But I would feel bad for streamers that now pay for premium for YouTube chat, and then I create a second app that's where it's for maybe. I'll think about it. I've also seen people who have a solution for combining the chats where everything that's typed on Twitch is then through a bot typed on YouTube and vice versa, but I feel like that would clutter up stuff too much, personally. No, hang on. I'm searching for a spot to put my can so it doesn't fall over. There we go. Look at the bow of that ship. I assume that's to go through ice? Maybe? Am I on the Parkpolder side? I don't know. I'm on the Walsoorden side currently. I hear a plane above me, quite low actually. I don't see it though. Let's just stay on the Timka. Yeah, I think this is a really good looking ship, if you ask me. Also, look how speedy she's going. She's gonna catch up with the Grimaldi in no time. This is the space shuttle. "17 knots is quick," yeah. The thing with this ship is that, so there was a television show last year about the port of Antwerp. One of the episodes they joined a pilot on this ship, well, this type of ship, and they were talking how it's a very powerful ship and it's very maneuverable. That's why it's going so fast over the river as well. So it's like a sports car on the water for cargo ships then. My father was captain on the PSD ships from Ukrainian Parkpolder and... okay, cool. Good to know. Would be cool if there was a Twitch extension or browser to other chat. Yeah, that would also be a good thing. I'm sure there's a few solutions out there for viewers. I personally haven't looked into it yet. But I'm sure there's solutions out there. Hey Toast, you just missed 2 Ro-Ros. Well, the Transfinica is a combination of a Ro and container. Alright, let's see on radar what else is underway. As I said, there was supposed to be a lot of traffic starting from 1:30 until like 3 leaving the port. I currently don't see much happening. It's hard to see, it's quite hazy. I think a pair of binoculars would be useful for the future. Let's see. Oh yeah, the heavy load carrier should be coming around the corner any minute now. So we'll see what it's carrying. If I look a bit further down, we got another cargo. Wait, no, that's just inland ships, right? Yeah, those are inland ships. So those you just joined today, there is a strike of the pilots, or one of the unions of the pilots is on strike. They're not working. Well, they are still working, but they're just taking their max allowed rest periods, which means there's delays on ships getting pilots and ships coming in. So currently it looks very, very quiet coming in, except for a few more smaller shippies. Then let's see the port, what's moving there. Nope, no tugs. Yeah, it looks like traffic might actually die down quite a bit. The quality of the stream seems better on Twitch. Did you do? Interesting. I mean, I think I'm pushing the same quality to both platforms currently. I do want to experiment with 1440p though. You're moving to Twitch. No, I'm trying to get rid of Twitch. No, just kidding. It's interesting. One of my modems is not doing much. It's not feeling it in this spot. Maybe if let's just put it down here, see if that helps. Oh, I really like the new setup that I have. It's so portable. It's really nice. Look how fast the Transfinica is approaching the Grimaldi. It's already there. It's about to overtake it, actually. Okay, that's better. Yeah, Twitch does have ads. Someone was streaming in what is that, 2K or is that 4K? They're testing it. I don't think I'll ever go to 4K because that's so much data when you're outside on your SIM cards. That's just not. But I am gonna look into doing 1440p. It is 4K. Okay. Yeah. As far as I know, YouTube compresses live streams, re-encodes, and some push way more bitrate to YouTube. Oh, maybe I should just try to push more bitrate. The problem for me is that I'm running my server for streaming from home, and my upload is quite limited. Unfortunately, there's no option yet for fiber where I live. I have requested it, but I don't think it will be there anytime soon. Yeah, I get that, Akondos. I do think Twitch chat is better than YouTube chat. Not in terms of like quality, just in terms of like look and feel, and yeah, that is true. There she goes, overtaking the Grimaldi. Look at the speed that she's overtaking it with. It's crazy. The difference. Okay, I see the heavy load carrier. I'm afraid it might be empty, or there might just be a few. Oh no, there's something on her. We'll see her in a little bit. The DRS active. This is cargo ship racing. Another cool ship came in last night, by the way. I was up at 2 a.m. Don't ask me why, but I was up at 2 a.m. I looked on the radar, and I saw that a 3-master ship was coming in, and it's in Antwerp right now. So we're gonna keep an eye on it when it's gonna go out. I hope it's daytime and we can catch it. But why does a good-looking 3-master ship come in at 2 a.m.? I don't know. I posted an article about it in my Discord as well, about the 3-master ship. 3-mast ship. Yeah, we are toast. We are. The weather was nice, so I was like, let's just go to the best spot for viewing. She's partially laden. Okay. There she goes. There's no competition. 9.5 versus 16.8 knots. There you go. It's almost double. Almost. By the way, it's time for my hourly call out. If you're new to the stream and you want to see more ship spotting and other maritime related content, feel free to drop a follow if you're watching on Twitch, or subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Our next goal for YouTube will be 1,000 subscribers. All right. So the heavy load cargo is in the distance. Still pretty far out though. She's carrying something, but it's not that like that crazy what she's carrying. I'm not sure what it is. Looks like some kind of like bridge structure almost from this angle. So this one, this ship's last stop was Madagascar, Majunga. So it came all the way around Africa, all the way up the west of Africa, all the way past the west of Europe, all the way here. 146 meters long, 32 meters wide. Also a Dutch ship. Looks like containers. It's not containers though, I think. I think it is some kind of structure. We are getting closer, by the way, so maybe another recap. Up the river near Antwerp, they're building a new tunnel under the river, basically. And the way they're going to do it is they have like these massive prefab concrete pieces that they will drag all the way out from Zeebrugge, so all the way over the river here to Antwerp. And then they're going to lower those in the water. I think starting from May, they are planning to start dragging those massive concrete chunks over the river. So that's going to be a sight to catch for sure. It's not Melina Toast, I think it's Scheldt River. Currently not much else approaching actually. Suez Canal is definitely being used a lot less these days, the Suez Canal. Wind has died down a bit. It's getting warmer now. It's nice. Let me check radar again for a minute. I really hope some ships start leaving Antwerp as planned. Nope, that's moored. We do see a few ships in the locks or in the sluices at Antwerp. Mostly smaller stuff. Let me check the schedule. Outgoing. Let's see. Yeah, so a 350 meter Maersk is supposed to leave at 2, and a 365 meter MSC ship is supposed to leave at 2 p.m. Just a half an hour. The Hudson Express was supposed to leave at 1, it's still in port, no movements around it. The Potomac Express, both are 300 meter ships, by the way, also supposed to leave at 1:30. But it also looks like it hasn't moved yet. And I don't see any tugs near it either. I think the union strike might be messing with our spotting plans a little bit. Seems busy as usual. I saw an article that last year they had like 25% or even more less revenue from the Suez Canal, Egypt. So there's definitely impact, that's for sure. A lot of ships coming in. You mean still out at sea, Sulzi? Because it's quite a while until those are here. It's like 2 hours, I think, from the entrance. So for those of you who missed it in the beginning, there is one of the pilot unions is on a strike today. So that might impact the amount of ships we get to see today. Iraq is building a canal. Iraq is, wait. So they're gonna go to the Emirates thing, then wait, let me check a map. Now I need to see a map. Where's Google Maps is gone? What the hell? Let's use my other phone. Maps. Okay, let's see. I'm curious. So, where would that canal go if Iraq is building a canal? Through Syria? Nah, there's no... That would be crazy though. On the river. Oh, is it mostly smaller ships though, Sulzi, coming up? Oh, sorry, I was looking on radar and stuff. You like the inland ships the most because they're low riders. We saw a very cool, I don't know if you were here last Sunday, big time, but an inland ship that was transporting cars last Sunday. That was also a first since Sunday's VOD. I don't think it's houses though. I think it's like, I don't know. What would be so interesting or like so cost saving that they would buy it in Asia, ship it all the way here that we cannot build? Maybe there's some industrial equipment inside of these though that we cannot really see. Do 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 do. Hey, Buzzy. Some really big shells here on this pier. Looks like an oyster or something. big shells. The whole pier is full of these white shells. Those almost look like little buildings that it's transporting. Yeah, it does look like it has doors. It is true. Are they kid homes? I don't think so. Who would be crazy enough to have a kid home built in Asia and then ship it all halfway across the world to you? It has to be some industrial thing. Let's do a little bit of, this is gonna look very bad, but the heat dissipation is not helping. I think there might be parts for some industrial installation in the port. Looks like a prefab storage shed. It reminds you a little bit of from this. This is like these party tents, like these big white tents. Yeah, that's another thing. Like once these arrive in the port of Antwerp, I don't think there's any way to transport anything this big over the roads there. It would not be able to leave the port. We'll never know what it is. Maybe when it gets really close, it's gonna come by us, so time will tell. Yeah, that sounds like a typical CEO style site. Do. It's so nice out in this weather. I want this weather all year round. This is perfect for me. Not too warm, not too cold. I'm sure in like 2 months' time it will be too warm. Chinese prefab concrete elements. You know how to mitigate it. Maybe there's like just a casing around some parts that they don't want the world to see yet. There's like company secrets inside of these prefab buildings. Keep looking a bit at radar, but not much movement so far. I really hope the big ones that are scheduled that that they'll leave. It's actually quite some time. Once we see the ship appear on our left, and by the time it takes that whole corner, it doesn't look like it would take that long. I guess it's further than you think. It's one of those. It does look also like the water is still retracting, judging by the current. Anyone check you can buy houses on Temu? You probably can, but then once you get them, they'll probably be like 5 centimeters tall. Isn't that what Temu usually does as well? Like, you think it's bigger than it actually is. Alright. Yeah, it really looks like there's something in the middle, and there's like white plastic wrapped around it. And now with some kind of timber. And then to the left is just a little like structure to guard it. It's really weird. What will it be? Meanwhile, I keep looking towards Antwerp, but I don't see anything moving there. Except for the 2 rows going to Antwerp. Crazy to think that the ship has been traveling for like, how long is it from Asia to here? Like a month and a half maybe, for a smaller ship like this. See workers on deck. "42 days, okay, so just over a month." Okay. But that's 42 days just from Mauritius, right? So then it's like 2 months, because they still need to go from Asia to Mauritius. Or Madagascar it was, Madagascar was their stop. Yeah, I think it's definitely some industrial equipment. I know, so there's a lot of chemical industry in Antwerp, in the ports. And I believe they're building a new, what is it? A cracking thing for methane. Because there was a lot of pushback from environment thingies about it. So maybe these are parts for that. I think somewhere in the beginning of this year, another heavy load arrived with like a very big structure on the top. For the methane, is it ethane or methane? I don't want one of the two cracking thing they're building. So yeah, it looks like there's 4 like buildings, and then something really packed up well in the middle. That's how I would summarize the load today. Control houses, yeah, warehouses, pump houses, all kinds of housing. bit rusty. We can use our rust emotes. Where are those rust emotes? Twitch, YouTube. You all have the emote now. The big roll biscuit. There's the rust. She was in the UAE before going to Madagascar. Oh, interesting. And yeah, she really did her work to not have to go through that area. So yeah, it's like little prefab buildings and then something special in the middle. It's so special that they got a wrapping around it. They have a lot of mounting. Yeah. Oh, I think it's actually just, it's open. So this is just another prefab building in the middle, but it's just, this side is probably open and they just close it off with this plastic. Is that a container on the deck? Oh, it is. Yeah, I do think there's stuff in the buildings that are specifically built in Asia, for sure. Oh, looks like we're having lunch on deck today, at the back. You can see there's a lot of like structures underneath it as well. There's like all kinds of cable trays maybe. Surely you can find a company in Europe making these. Probably. It's probably cheaper to do this. Safety first. Or maybe they're having a briefing on the unload already, getting ready once they arrive in Antwerp. Must be quite a big crane to crane those off as well. Hey Paloozer, good afternoon. Alright, let's check radar again. Please tell me something is moving. Nope. Ah, the exhaust fumes. I smell them. There's really nothing moving in the port. I think not sure if the strike like expanded or something, but I don't see anything. Hey Jacob, good afternoon. So there's a whole load of small inland vessels coming from the coastline, but nothing noticeably big. Oh, there's a 200-meter inland ship coming. strike on ship spotting. I mean, I have no opinion on the strike. Just that it's annoying that we don't have many ships to spot because of it. So yeah, I was expecting 4 big ships that were about to leave. 2 should have already left, but there's no movement. 2 more should leave in the next 10 minutes, but I don't see any movement, so yeah. You returned from the bodega with a bagel and a chocolate milk. Nice. Now you can see the other side of the load. Yeah, it might honestly be a very short stream today if nothing big is gonna start moving. And I might wrap things up for today. We'll see. And if you tune in later, yeah, for tomorrow and Sunday, I have no idea if we'll stream, when we'll stream. It's supposed to rain a lot, so yeah, we'll have to see what the weather brings for the next 2 days. I really hope we can stream. If there's a good dry streak in between some rain showers, I'll go out, but we'll have to see. Sorry, trying to change some settings on my monitor. How do I change the brightness again? Oh, wait. Menu. There it is. Backlight. How do I get in it? Press menu now? No. How does this work? How do you work? You're not a touchscreen. Oh, that's how. Oh, okay, I see. There we go. That's better. Okay, we're in. Ancona inland ship. Used to be an empty fuel or gas or chemical oil tanker. Like the Dutch flag needs some cleaning. It's almost like a cloth. Very dirty Dutch flag at the back. On the way to the Marshall docks. So the port of Antwerp. The tower in the background. It's one of the radars along the river. You can even see the radar spinning at the top. I believe this station also measures the visibility, for example, in the other weather conditions on the river. There's there's another one here. Where did I see it? It might actually just be behind. Oh no, I think there it is. Thought it was going to be behind the green tower. Yeah, there's another one. So these are positioned all around the river, guiding the ships. The elixir. We've seen this one before, pretty sure. Are those manned? No, those are unmanned. The manned ones are the towers like where we had Luc in the chat a few weeks ago or a few months ago now. Those are manned. So the other spot where our usual spot, there's another tower, very similarly looking. That one is also manned. And then I believe there's another manned one at the entrance of the river. I'm not sure if there's another manned one. Yeah, probably in Antwerp. But that's already in the port then, I guess. The elixir is destination not available. A Swiss flag. The big maritime nation of Switzerland. Oh, I see a lowrider coming just from behind the corner. I do feel like maybe it's just bad timing on my end, but I feel like the traffic here is a lot lighter than the other spot. There's a lot of traffic that's going to Ghent and up the canal to Ghent that we don't get here, of course. And I feel like that does make a difference for spotting. Checking radar. The lock has opened, that is loose. Nothing's coming out. I can't believe how quiet it is now. Ay ay ay. Good harvest of the oysters. I mean, they're all empty, the shells. What are we gonna harvest? Brought his car, little boat. On Sunday we saw one with like an inflatable hot tub on the deck in the back as well. This one just has a big barrel. Wait, yeah, that's what I said. That's what I meant, Dimene. It's a big maritime nation of Switzerland. I guess they have inland ships, so it makes sense that this is an inland ship. Can we see a Swiss flag? I don't even see a flag at the back. There is CH on the end, so I guess that's CH for Switzerland. Look at those exhaust pipes at the back. Fast Jeff is coming. Oh, we've seen Fast Jeff before. All right. Can you get from Switzerland using the waterways? I think so, yeah. It's gonna be a long journey with a lot of locks that you have to go through, a lot of sluices, but I'm pretty sure you can. Dude, look at those exhausts though. That's cool. Twin exhausts. Double twin exhausts. You can go up the Rhine until Basel. There you go. Then you're basically in Switzerland, right? They all seem to have cars on the back. Yeah, so how a lot of these, not all of them, but a lot of these are owner operators. So basically what you see the bottom, all the windows at the bottom, that's where they live actually. That's their house basically. So of course that's why they bring their car. So once they dock somewhere, they have like the crane you see there. Then they have a car to move around. Another thing that I know is that if you're not an owner-operator of a ship, so you are working for a company and it's not your ship, but you can still bring your car because the place that you start working is probably not the same place as where you will end your shift, and then you'll still have to drive home, so bring the car. You can't go to Lake Constance, there's a waterfall in the way. Could you just sail up the waterfall? So let's take a quick look towards Antwerp. As I said, there is a strike going on right now from the pilots. So there's a big delay in ships, unfortunately. Let's see if we can see anything. It's very hazy today because of the hot weather. I'm just going along. So that's the railroad that we saw earlier in the beginning of the stream. And then she's actually just passing a container ship that was supposed to leave half an hour ago now. But still hasn't left, unfortunately. The bottom Brompton. Other than that, not much else to see. I think that's the Transvenica that we saw, that blur. Alright, get out of this blur mode. So I do see an abundance of small ships coming, little inland ones. So you have this one, although I think this is a seaworthy ship actually. Got this one. There's one over there coming out of the Hansweert sluice. I think it's a sluice right there, yeah. Looks like a Somtrans one, judging by the yellow color. Going further down, there's another one over there. And another one over there. And another one over there. And that's a lowrider over there. And then we got some more, and that's the very long one. That's like an inland ship pushing a barge. That's like 200 meters long. And that one is leaving. That is a pier. Wait, how do I get there? Oh, I think that's I don't think I can get there actually. And that's the bar over there. It's not too busy by the looks of it. Lining up for Hansweert. Which one is the long one? That will be unfortunate. That's a long one. Check radar again. Ay, ay, ay. You might be in for a very short stream. I see the Chem New York is underway. It's just a small chemical tanker. Oh yeah, almost all of the inland ships that we just saw are all going into the lock. All of them, yeah. Indeed. All of them. Ay, ay, ay. It's such a nice day to be out. Why are there no ships? That's horrible timing. Still nothing moving in the port either. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Sucks. I think I might wrap things up after this one has passed, honestly. As nice of a day as it is, there's no point in just standing here looking at water. All the pilots are taking maximum rest because it's a nice day. And because they're on a strike, I guess. How convenient to strike. Alright, I'll wait for this one to come by. Came from an anchor point, going to Antwerp, 90 meters. It's a general cargo ship. Looks like it has one of those movable cranes on the deck, the yellow structure there. And that will be our tiny closer for today. I knew it was a risk coming out here with the strike, but decided to come anyway. Here's something I haven't shown yet. There's like a big conveyor belt there as well. See that? It's to load and unload ships, I think. Because there's a little port area there. But I'm not sure if it's active anymore. It might just be a relic from the past, actually. Because if you want to go to that bar over there, the tiny restaurant, you have to drive underneath it. So I'm not sure if it's active. We did see some portable home structure, that's true, and we saw two ro-ros. We haven't seen a single container ship today. Can you believe that? Like a big one, right? Not the inland vessels. I don't count those. This might be our very first stream where we have no container ship coming by. It looks like a seesaw. You mean the crane? I guess you could attach a few seats on it. This is the ALS. What a name for a ship. It's actually getting a bit chilly with the wind as it's picking up. Also, maybe one final shout out. If you're new to the channel and you like all this stuff, there's a lot more to see on busy days than we have today. So don't forget to follow if you're watching on Twitch, or drop a subscription if you're watching on YouTube. It's free, helps out the channel a lot. I guess our next goal for the YouTube is 1,000 subscribers, but that might take until the end of the year, probably, maybe, hopefully. Nice gray color on her. I like the gray. Hey Case, you can even get to the Black Sea from here if you had the main Danube canal. Oh, yeah, true. Joining us, Case, as it's a very quiet day on the river. The pilots, or one of the pilot unions, is on strike, and it's definitely showing in ships being being delayed. Dimitri, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Just reaches as we are spotting our final ship of the day. Small general cargo ship named ALS. We saw some bigger ships earlier, but I was just talking about it. There is a strike of the union of pilots. Is that even a thing? One of the unions of pilots is on a strike. And it's definitely showing that there's a lot less traffic on the river today. Hopefully tomorrow is better. I think it was like a 24-hour strike that they were gonna do. So hopefully tomorrow is a better day for spotting. Look at that movable crane mechanism. Whole yellow structure. It must be kind of annoying to have it in front of you when you're on the bridge. It's really like sitting straight in your face. Yes, it's the Belgian pilots case that are striking. And it's only one of the unions actually. But apparently it must be a big union, because so there were 4 300-meter plus ships that were supposed to leave the port of Antwerp between 1 and 2 p.m. Not a single one has left so far. I see no tugboats approaching any of the 4 that were supposed to leave. So I'm gonna say that their strike is pretty successful in causing some mayhem. Thanks, Dimitri. Thanks for the raid, buddy. All right, one more check for the radar. If I don't see anything interesting coming towards us or departing, then I'll wrap things up for today, which will most likely be the case. So first of all, looking at the Deurgang dock, which is the big container ship dock, nothing there. Also the sluice there, nothing moving. Then we'll go to the other dock. Nothing moving. The other two sluices are empty right now. So if I then go towards the other side of where we are, nothing, nothing, nothing. Tomorrow will be extra busy? Yeah, potentially. Could be. Yeah, even from all the way from the parking spot, I don't see anything coming in. Not a single ship. No, okay. That's our sign to wrap things up for today. So, shorter one today. I knew it was a risk going live with the strike, but I wanted to go out anyway because the weather was so nice. The weather won't be as nice for the next 2 days, so we'll have to play it by ear. So yeah, make sure you have notifications on if you don't want to miss more ship spotting. Anything else? Yeah, thank you for all the support. Everybody who became a member on YouTube or subscribed on Twitch. We even had our very first super chat by Demon Days, so appreciate that. And of course, yeah, if you want to stay very up to date or talk more about maritime stuff, you can always join the Discord. There's always people in there talking shipping stuff as well. So I hope to see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.